there are things that you're thinking about in passing that are being decided in the background at this very moment. A lot of you, it's has to do with how your money is being distributed, when it's being distributed, by who, in what manner, and that's like on a personal level and in an institutional level, and I'm hearing a higher level, a spiritual level also. It's specifically being orchestrated in a way that makes you look good, makes you look better, honestly. A lot of the prep for me doing this was me making sure that I had enough food for after the reading, because I was so hungry, but I was also like, if I eat, then I'm gonna lose the channel and I'm gonna lose whatever I'm supposed to be pulling from right now. So my main priority was how I'm viewed, like even just now. So that is somewhat like the energy. And the universe, as well as actual people in your life, are trying to make you look better right now. Whether you deserve that, I'm hearing whether you deserve that or not, but I'm also getting that that's not true. Like, there may be like an illusion of you feeling like you don't deserve something, and it's not a projection. I'm getting it's something internal, but you look way better than you think you do. Especially when you're pushed to the forefront, okay? There's a lot of shit in the background that you really are not trying to let people see. People ain't gonna see it. They can try, but ultimately, what you have to say is what's happening is what I'm hearing. King of Cups. Feeling drunk on emotion is what I'm hearing. This may also literally just have to do with drinking or alcohol or things that make you drunk, make you feel drunk, whether it's liquid or not, but you could be drunk on emotion. You could be drunk on, I'm hearing obsession, a relationship. I'm hearing it's neither good nor bad, because I'm asking, I'm like, is this good? Like, there's a whole conversation happening there may energetically be a whole conversation happening for you too, where you feel things but nothing is being said, and some of it's just with yourself. Like, you're just like, I feel this way, but we're not gonna talk about it right now. Like, even with yourself, you're like, we're not. And you're kind of just swimming around, like, in it even. But another theme, like, off to the side in my life has been drowning, or like the concept of drowning. This water used to be something I was afraid of when I was younger, or I was afraid of like not being able to swim and stuff like that. I for the most part know how to swim now, but have I swam in like a large body of water? Not like an ocean. Like, I've never, but then again, I know people that have like done that, or like dived into areas of water where it's restricted and they just did it anyway. Like, have I done things? No, because I don't want to drown. Like, I've had so many dreams about drowning, and sometimes I have thought about these things and connected them into terms of my ancestors. That's another thing that has been coming up, is like, specifically like ships, in history that have carried people on it, whether they wanted to be on those things or not. And feeling that, and like feeling the karma that It's a heaviness. A heaviness. Okay, so my phone doesn't have any fucking memory. So we're on my iPad, which I have never filmed on before. And I was thinking of filming on here even before. I see now I'm like, now the completely different area. And this is part of the reading too, like, I was saying how I feel like I look better this way, but you know what I'm saying, like, things get switched up in a way where you are not expecting it and you have to adapt. And not only are you adapting, you're like, oh, this is nice. It's different. It's different. It's definitely a different quality of how I'm being perceived, but everything that I wanted is still hidden in the background, isn't it? I'm here. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Okay. There's cards here. There's a defensiveness, the feeling of being of loss is what I'm hearing, but being lost, or just trying to just get your actions in a row here and out of like a space of obsession within a relationship setting, or like with relationships in your life in general. I'm hearing maybe you look just better in this relationship, whether that be with yourself or someone else. Maybe you're just in a better relationship with yourself right now. As I look at myself. I'm hearing cover your eyes. Look, I have a sensation to put my sunglasses on and to shield from others, like, my perception, because it takes me in and out of my own intuition. But this also may be the message, like, your perception of yourself and your intuition are at odds with each other, and your intuition sees a better version of you than what you're looking at in front of you. And what you're looking at me at, apparently, is what there's spirit with me. Like, you looking at me, and there's a better version of me that you're not even seeing right now. Whether it has or hasn't happened. The Hierophant. I'm hearing there's a yummy in my tummy, because it's kind of like what this Hierophant's doing, and he looks like he's cultivating a chakra. And then there's two watching him. Like, it's the two disciples of him, like, giving them his knowledge. So there is a lesson here that has been learned and passed down to you. I was also hearing you're online. You're online. What, like, obviously right now, if you're watching this, you're on fucking the internet, but you're online, like, you woke up. Like, you're awake. I'm also being told to tell you about my handler. What a handler is. A handler is an energy that follows you around, and only you know what it is. Like, you can see it as like a generational thing, or something you're attracting, or that you're attached to for a specific reason, and it may be a personality type, or you're bringing out the handler through like, you recognize it, so only you're gonna know what it is, okay? It's your shadow, you know? It's not attached to your shadow specifically as a spirit, but it is a spirit. Actually, maybe it is. Maybe it is. It might be that. It might be not. It might be that, is what I'm hearing. The sun. I see. So with this, this is interesting because if I move back and forth, if I move, then I'm gonna shift a little bit and you can see what's behind it, right? This is the whole thing because I have my own set of paranoia, like spiritual paranoia, right? Of like what you do and don't want someone to see. One thing that sometimes irritates me is people seeing what direction my bed is in. That's like a spiritual thing, because I don't want people to project themselves into my space, because then you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself if you project into my space without me knowing or without me wanting that or asking for you to come in. You would know if I was asking for you also, okay? That's a message right there. You would know if I was asking for you. You would know if I was asking for you. You'll feel a pull. That also just may be God, like saying that also. Like you'll know if when I'm asking for you. Like when you come back online, or when you're supposed to be seen, or like when you're supposed to be awake fully. Like you're gonna come back online. Your handler will be dealt with, okay? And it's most likely gonna be you. You're gonna know when it's over. You're gonna know when it's over. Because it's not even about the physical people in our lives. A handler is an energy. So, like, the energy can pass in and out of people. But people, like, it's usually people who are very open and are not protecting themselves or are not even aware enough of themselves to be like, hey, I don't even know why I'm acting like this. And then they're going to blame you sometimes. Because they're like, why am I only like this around you? It's because of the handler. Like, it's not because of the person that's in front of you. It's because there's an energy that needs to be dealt with. And sometimes how it's dealt with is we have to step away from certain people that can't handle it. If people can handle it, then that means they're probably strong enough to fight it off and actually stay in your life. And that's specific for someone too. Like, if you're like, what is this? This is making me feel ill. This is making me feel like no matter how much I care or love someone, whether it be anybody in your life, it could be your hamster is what I'm hearing. Rufus has been coming up too. One of my coworkers was talking about how Rufus is a boss in a game he plays. I forgot what it was called. But Rufus is also the naked mole rat in Kim Possible. And what is a rat, you know? Like, what's the significance of a rat for you? Or in general? And why is that the boss? My final boss is a cockroach. Sometimes. And when I battle said cockroach, I have felt an achievement in spiritual battle. I need to get off. I need to get off of here. Okay, I need to eat. I need to eat something because it's becoming Loopy Town. But there's a lot in here. If you feel like, generally, if you feel like you're coming back online, if things are becoming more clear and like, but you're actually able to like move through your emotions where you're like, listen to your intuition, listen to it, like take it seriously. Take it seriously, because that's the only way you're gonna get away if you have a handler. Some of you don't, is what I'm getting. Some of you don't. Some of you are coming back online, or you've been back online for a minute and you're kind of like the only one, or you're feeling like you're the only one. You're not. If you know you also had like an energy that's like suddenly been cleared, or it's suddenly finally fucking gone because you dealt with some part of yourself, but also like the illusion that someone else was painting for you because they couldn't deal with your handler. Your handler is also protecting you, is what I'm hearing. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't heard that before. Like, your handler is here because you had karma to play out, but also they protect you from bullshit. Like, if somebody's really not real, like, they're not even real with themselves, then they're not going to be able to handle your handler. It's like if you had a bodyguard, but the bodyguard is making your life difficult to a certain degree because you don't have as much freedom. Like, you really want that freedom, right? But some people just don't need to deal with you. Some people don't need to deal with you.